This is being recorded.
Did it say it? I didn't even hear it.
Yes.
I didn't.
Oh, you heard
That was
The
me.
top. It came up the top
Yeah, perfect.
on
Okay.
my screen.
Good
Yeah,
evening and welcome
yeah.
to the 2023 CYFS Invitational grade announcement. Great to be joined today by White Chocolate himself, Jared Wells. Welcome, Choco.
Hello, Donny. Thanks for having me once again at your place.
Just thought we'd be in separate screens. Introducing the governor of the Queensland chapter, live from the Caxton, Josh Fiala.
Good evening. Hello. Hello from beautiful Queensland. Hello.
Lovely. Kelvin Grange, I believe.
Kelvin Grove, but who cares? Close enough. Kelvin Grange.
That look a good wine.
Up the Grange.
And joining us from lovely Earlwood, King of the Kids, the president, Mr. Ian Suarez.
Hello, everyone.
Great to join us. We can't see him at the moment, but he, as always, is MIA. There's reports he could be the undercover golfer because he does not show his face. But moving on, 2023, Choc, bit of an outline for the crew. Just let us know how many teams this year.
So this year we equal our record, which was first achieved in 2020 of 14 teams. It's 56 players, so huge outcome.
Huge effort. I know everyone's sort of spent their time ringing around and doing the rounds and getting what they needed to done. The makeup of this year's A-grade field, Josh, do you want to take us through as in how we're splitting it? So what's in A1, what's in A2, etc.?
Yes. So there are 6 A1ers this year and 8 A2ers. So we still have Is that right?
Why is that, Josh? You're on something for us.
6 A1ers and 8
No, that's
A2ers.
right.
That's so funny.
I just thought you're like, it is. It's six A1s. 8 A2s.
Why have the committee done that, Josh? Can they not count properly?
Yeah, give us the other side.
Now, am I missing something here?
It's just funny. I don't know why it's so funny.
Because now you're rattled.
Because, look, to be perfectly honest, some of the A-graders weren't good enough.
Pretty much.
Myself not included.
So what that does mean, so we're broken up, so it's 6 and 8, and then 8 and 6, obviously. The B grade field this year, which we'll go through in a sec, there is a few surprises. Do you want to talk through some of the new guys we have that are joining us for the first time?
Was that me? Sorry.
This is
Ready to interrupt you.
We're stuck in Western Australia over here. Well, B grade's actually looking. A couple of people have moved up into B grade, and this B grade's looking very strong this year. Myself, I've moved up into B1, taking on a bit more responsibility this year. You know, after 6 years, I guess you have to at least move up 1 or 2 grades.
Very good spot, I
But
think.
I am looking forward to playing with one of the great A2 players out there.
Except those few people you mentioned.
Because there's one A1 on this chat I'd never play with again.
You came second, mate.
Did you guys
came
play together?
Second's not first.
You came second last.
Yeah,
You were the
we came
worst
second
speedrunner
last.
in fucking history.
I think it was second last, not second.
Very good. So what we will do, we'll start with the announcement of the A graders. So I will just start sharing our announcement little entourage here we've got. So moving into the A1 field, representing the highest grade we have here. So Mark Butler, Trevor Carson, Joshua Scadella, Kevin Dart, Pete Smith, and Curtis Dart. So we've gone with the 6 makeup this year, which we will then roll into our A2ers. Choc, do you want to take us through the A2 field?
I'd love to. Our first debutant of the day, Danny McCarthy, moves into A2.
Big Mac.
James Dignan, Robbie Scadella, Donnie Morrison, Brent Mason returns, Mark Wells, Tim Wilson, and a huge addition to A1, the only man to play all 4 grades in the Invitational, which is a huge achievement, Mr. Antonio Cata.
Wow.
Very good. Bob Tatter's son. That's a huge achievement, not to be underestimated. And shout out.
That's credit to Tony.
While we are on the
Congratulations.
line, congratulating him on the birth of his son also.
What's his son's name?
Daughter, don't you mean?
Oh, I thought he had a son.
Yes.
It's a daughter. It's a daughter.
Well, this
Congratulations, Tony.
Congrats, Tony.
I think that'll really hurt his chances this year, but unfortunately for him.
I disagree. I think
there's-
Tony and I could go all the way.
Two brand new dads in that group. You got Tony Qatar and James Dignan, both
Correct.
brand new dads. Are they
Yep.
going to be?
And
is
Robbie
there
Scudella.
father duties to take them out for their golf?
You don't get over a trip to Thailand, as they say. So look, I can speak from experience. Having kids is great for your golf game. It's fantastic. I'd strongly recommend it. I recommend it to everyone except myself if you're looking to get good at golf.
Moving on to the B1 field, and I'll let the man who will be representing in this grade talk us through who we've got. Ian, can you talk us through the B1 grade, please?
I thought Chock was going to do it, but I'll do it anyway. You got Reece Jarvis,
Yep.
Debutant. Is he
Jarvis or Jervis?
Jervis?
I'm gonna go with Jarvis Bay. We'll go with the Bay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's Jarvis Bay. Yeah.
Jarvis Bay.
Reece Jarvis? Let's just go with Jarvis.
Sounds good.
I think his mates call him Hugh.
Jarvis. Who else we got?
Bruno Scudella, Chock Wells, James Morrison, Gav Drayden, Matthew Drake, Steve Stav, Ian Suarez. Matthew Drake
Can I-
making the
can
jump
I-
up to B1.
Can I make a?
Wow.
Can I have it make an observation that Suarez's voice changed dramatically when he saw Matthew Drake's name in B1?
Matthew Drake?
Yeah.
Huge question marks following that statement.
Why do you say that, Ian? Why do you say
Shots
that?
No, I'm actually really looking forward to him stepping up in the B ground.
Was it the
B1.
fact that he cost you guys the Osro, like you were saying?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a certain person that's not on this call.
Ooh. Jimmy wasn't playing for Rowe, was he?
Coming on, Joshua, to complement the people that you will be paired with in the B2 grade. Do you want to read us through who got in B2?
Gab Pereira, debutant, part of the Cogramarus alumni. Very good man, Gab Pereira. Good to see him, a Kingfruit Cup participant in 2023. Good to see him make the leap into the Invitational. Chief Lamana, current champion, speaks for itself. Benny Jones, Patrick Charlton, Patrick Morrison, and Little Mac, Big Mac's son, Tom McCarthy, another debutant.
We'll call him the cheeseburger, I reckon. So we've got
The
Big Mac and the cheeseburger.
Tom McCarthy's the cheeseburger.
That'll stick. That will stick. I think probably, Chuck, you might have said it earlier on in the pod. I think this might be the best A and B combinations we've ever had. Would you say that?
100%. 100%. We've usually had to scrape the bottom of the barrel for B2.
Yeah.
No offense to past B2ers. But this B2 is rock solid, and so are all the other grades above it.
I think that probably takes to the best part of the evening, and that would be looking at our C grade. And I'm happy to walk us through this because previous chats have said that this, I know I've just talked about A and B grade, but there's a lot of players that are playing C grade that have handicaps, and that really will help in the tournament. So rounding out from the top, we've got Matthew Fleming, Nicole Dart, Louise Carson, Andrew Kickless, Gary Morrison, Lachlan Greer, Joel Goodman, Mitch O'Neill, Kevin Wright, Brad the Hawk Hawkins, Jason JD Devine, Tony Stav, father of Stephen Stav, who will be in B grade this year. He's debuting. The Iceman, David Blizzard. The Iceman. And Chris the Duffman Duffield. As you'll see, there was calls for his head to be B grade. Chock said no, keep him in C grade, which was lucky.
Saved him.
So yeah, it's really big field. Swar, I think I'll go to you on this one. We'll talk through who we want and who we don't want later on, but is there a name on there that you're surprised they're in C and not in B, or they're there in C and not in D?
There's no real surprises there. I think everyone looks right where they are.
Yeah.
I said like B2 is pretty hard to get into this year, so there's not too many names there that could possibly break into the B.
Yeah.
Maybe a Matt Fleming if he played more. Maybe Nick Coldart. Maybe next year into a B2.
Oh,
But
let's go on the record as saying Andy Kickler should have been in B grade.
wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Biggest supporter.
Correct me
You
if I'm
can
wrong.
have him as your B grader next year, Chalk.
Correct
When
me
I'm
if
in
I'm
C
wrong,
grade.
gentlemen, but is Nicole Dart Louise Carson, has there been times when we've had more than one girl in a grade before?
Helen Greentree, maybe.
Yes, and maybe
Yes.
Nicole too. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, well, I'll
Yeah.
check my stats on that one. We'll roll into our D graders, the people that really are the
engine room.
the engine room. Correct, correct. Talk us through, and this is really tragic. The man who leads the list because he had his crack last year, but as we've said, the strength of our PNCs this year. I've seen him go one
And
step
what we
down.
usually do is we usually talk to committee members who played with said player
Oh, no,
the year
this is
before.
not true.
Correct.
This is
And
not
there is
true.
a player here who played with a committee member
This is not
who
true.
has been demoted.
Look, I am not afraid to say what I think on this chat, in this forum. I was not the man who put a knife in Cole Chapman's back.
Because you wanted JD in D grade too, didn't you,
No,
John?
I didn't.
Josh was saying he wanted Kevin Wright in D grade.
Well, see how we go.
Because,
I
mate,
will run through these guys. So we've got Colin Chapman, Dominic Johnson, who I reckon is very lucky that he didn't go down into C grade as well. Been very good of late. George Kickless keeps improving. Peter Wills, I've gone on the record and said he's the best D grader I've had in my 6 years of the tournament, easily. Liam Garland, Paul McCardle, Daniel Juanito, back again this year. Bolshy, who's previous champion, last year's champion. Palmer comes back for another go, Daniel Palmagos. The Boiler Room, Sammy Boyle, Susan comes in. The Carpet Python returns. Chock, we'll have a word on that.
Through a
shortly.
2-year hiatus.
Correct. We've got
He
the
slithers
Irish.
his way back in.
Yes, the Irishman, Andrew Brady, comes in. Matthew Ethel make his long awaited return, and we have another debutante in Barbara Morrison rounding out the D grade field.
very good. Is Bob Morrison left-handed? Quick question.
Barbara Morrison is left-handed, so opportunity for and Ethel. So your left-handed title is becoming less and less.
That
easy
gives
So I
to
us-
get to.
believe
That gives us
believe-
5 left-handers, which
yeah,
has to be a record.
I believe that is. I can't think of a year where there's been five.
So you've got
But I need
Barb, Ethel, Dom Johnson,
Johnston,
Mitch O'Neill,
Stick
Yourself.
O'Neill, myself.
and yourself.
Is any of the McCarthy's or anything left-handed? Or any
I think
debutants left-handed?
Reece Jarvis might be. Remember the Bay? The Bay might be. So we could have 6.
Wow.
Huge.
Which is huge, yeah. So, I mean, just going off from that, I'll just go back to our main screen where we've got.
Look,
the
I'm on record
announcements.
as saying I love the D grade. I think they're fantastic. Yeah, honestly, I mean that. I think it's brilliant. Good on them. Good luck to them.
I
The
think
D grader sort of makes the day because
Absolutely, mate. It's
you
fantastic.
don't know what you're going to get.
Good luck to them, mate.
And two big things that I wanted to point out, and we spoke about before, but Antonio Qatar's rise from D grade in year 1 to A grade this year cannot go unnoticed.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. There's also more history that can be made this year, which is that a whole family can complete in one team, which could look like myself, James Morrison, Gary Morrison, and Barbara Morrison, which should be a first. Any other things that sort of spring to mind? We just mentioned the left-handers as well.
Well, that means it could be a team. No, Jervis is in B1.
Correct.
Is this
So
our
they-
biggest like influx of
Would you?
debut players, or have we had a bigger influx of debut players before?
I think in 2020 when we had 14 teams, I think we counted like 13 to 14 new players that were there, which is huge.
Nah. Yeah, but still, like what we got 5 to 8 players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brand new players.
I'd like to ask the committee, Tony's gone from D grade to A grade. In the next 30 years, do you think that'll ever happen again?
You think it would somewhere?
Are you talking current crop, Chock?
No, not really. I
think-
guess where it could happen is the next generation coming through.
Yes.
Yeah, I think like a Noah potentially.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you'd have to. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. It's an incredible achievement. Absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. That's
30
it.
years, 30 years is a long time too. I think
30 years. If I'm
so
still playing golf in 30 years, I would have had 10 rounds by then, I reckon.
if I'm still making
I'll still
PowerPoints.
be bashing away in V1.
My son, Leo,
Trying to win my
Leo-
first invitational still.
Chalk,
Leo and
imagine your
Jordan will be
son
on the
gets better
podcast.
than
Tell him
you.
on chalk.
Imagine Chalk's son makes A grade and Chalk never makes A grade.
I'm going to put you all on the spot here. Ian, I'll start with you. From the teams that you've seen, I want to give me your best case scenario team that you can have. And then I want you to tell me one player that you want to avoid this year. It could be in any of the grades.
My best team, like the best I could line up in would be.
So you're in A1. You're in B1. So
no,
you're in A2. So call it from here.
Yeah. So I'd go. Say
H2O Cup.
I'll go with Rob. Rob
Oh.
or Mason. I'd take Rob or Mason in A2.
Oh, yeah.
Into your C grader.
C grader. Nicole.
Yep.
Into D grade.
And I'll go Peter Wills or a Garland.
Oh, yeah.
Like it. Choco, for you, let's do your one as well. You're currently in B1, so we'll go with the A2 field.
My best case scenario.
Yep.
I hate to piss in your pocket, but I'm going to take the Don.
Great
Oh,
choice.
here you go.
Great
I don't want to
choice.
hear this. Can we take this offline?
C grade. C
Great
grade.
choice, mate.
We'll see you later, Don. I'm coming over still.
You're in my house.
C grade. Tony Stav.
Yeah,
I like
good
it.
player.
He's been, plodding away in King Fruit Cup. I'll take him any day of the week.
And then D grade, you've got Frank Mace to choose from here.
I'd happily take the man I had last year, Dom Johnson.
Wow.
I think he's been playing a fair bit of golf this year.
Interesting.
I think next year we could see him slide on up into C grade.
Well, I'll let the governor go last, so I will take myself in A2, obviously. B1, it's a toss-up for me. I think I will just take on pure current form, and I have to take Bruno Scudella on current form.
Into the 12s.
I think he's got the short game that I need, and he's got the ability to get there is what I need. Into my C grade, I cannot go past Joel Gladman. I had him last year. Comfortably have him again.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
up there with long hitter, good irons, probably a better iron player than a driver, which is very rare for someone down lower in the lower grades. And D grade, I think I want a left-handed option, and I'm going to go with Matthew Ethel.
Ooh.
Yeah. As much as I'd love to have a family connection, or Morrison's.
Harvey's left-handed.
I thought you'd say Jimmy, Gary, and Bardo.
Oh, well, that's. I'm betting with my head, not my heart at the moment. My heart would always go that way. Josh, back to you. A grade, A1, obviously. Fantastic effort to stay there again. Well done.
Thank you.
Into
yeah,
your
look,
B2 field.
Look, I've got to be honest. I had a bit of a think about my performance over the last 6 years, and to many people's happiness, I've performed pretty poorly, I think. So I've just thrown the form book out the window. I'd like Gab Pereira.
Yeah, good choice.
I'd like in C grade, I'd like the Iceman. I'd like Dave Blizzard. And in D grade, I'd like Barbara. I like Barb Morrison.
Yeah, left-handed combination.
Yeah, I just I've got to change things. I can't keep going on like this.
Very good.
It'd be cool to see three left-handers in one team. Like you and Barb.
Yeah, you stick and Babs could do it.
Yeah, it's exciting from the left-hander's perspective. Yeah, for sure.
Pat Charlton might be left-handed. I cannot remember.
No, he's right-handed.
I'll have to
I think
check.
Ben Jones said he was going to try and play left-handed.
Might help. Swar, just looking through these grades that we talked about, I asked you to name a player you do not want to be picked with. You obviously cannot be picked with Josh Scudella, so you cannot choose him.
Fuck.
Who do you who would you like to go with? Who do you not want to be paired with?
In A2. A2.
Really? Oh,
It's bottom of the barrel. I think it's coming too late. I think it's Antonio Qatar. In saying that, I think I can win it with anyone in A2.
that is the confidence of Spa.
What about in C grade, Swa? Who do you not want to be paired with?
Just by the way, Josh has been talking him over the years. I'd go Kevin Wright.
Interesting.
He's a current champion.
And then into D grade, Swa. Who do you not want?
Not from what I've been hearing from Josh, but who knows? Let's cause a bit of trouble here. I'll go to Carpet Python.
Yeah. Whoa, that'll get back. That will get back. Choc, your turn now.
I have to change my answers here to be different.
A2, who do you not want?
Let's just get the bus going for Robbie Scudella. Personal hacker.
The personal hacker. Into C grade, Choc.
C grade. Jeez.
There's a guy fourth on the list that you've had a beef with in the past.
Yes, here it comes. Here it comes.
I famously said I'd take him any day of the week. There is a man I don't want to play with. That's Gary Morrison.
Oh. He's building down Dad's army.
Been there, done that.
Into D grade, Choc.
It's a D grade.
Plenty of mates in this grade. Who do you not want?
Plenty of picks.
What I've heard of Paul McCardle is just absolutely disgusting.
Wow. Jeez.
Jesus Christ. Choc's got his bus license for the year, I think.
Joshua B2. Who do you not want?
Oh God. You know.
You can't name them all.
He and I have had a love-hate relationship over the years, so I can't look past the Ginger Ninja Benny Jones.
Into C grade.
Oh, I had Divine last year. I'm not doing that again.
Into D grade. Who do you not want?
Gosh. Shit. I've heard he's always sick. Jared Walsh.
All right,
Go on, buddy.
I'll round it out. I do not want Gavin Drayton. Absolutely not. I don't know why he's not in the bottom of that list, but make amendments. Into C grade, I think the hype around Andrew Kickless is too much.
Ooh.
I don't want anything to do with it.
Jesus. How did Eddie become such a whipping boy of the committee?
No.
And then D grade, this one's pretty easy as well. They come as a combo. I don't want George Kickless. Nah, scrap that. Scrap that. Fornita was very lucky when he won the tournament, and I don't want him. He doesn't have the attributes of a good golfer.
Jeez. Gee, the Kicklesses are sharpening their knives over at Bexley North.
Oh, wow. All right, gentlemen, before we wrap up, is there anything further? Obviously, we'll see everyone Friday night if they can get there. Bexley Golf Club, 6:30. Please be there if you can. Shotgun start at 4 o'clock if you want to get there for a quick 9 holes before. I think Kev Dart's shouting everyone around, which is awesome as well to hear. He doesn't know that yet. I think he is.
Can someone go through the 14 colours? I don't actually know them, to be honest.
I should be able to find them. The colours we've had previously, I think I've stopped sharing it, which is good. We had Blaze, Apple, Harbour. Actually, I should be able to share this now. I don't want to give away too many secrets, but let's go here. Actually, it peels back the curtains of the committee and how they work. Actually, so this might be quite nice. So you can see them there: Blaze, Apple, Harbour, Royal, Imperial, Cherry, Lemon, Alaska, down into Mint, Surf, Augusta, Sky, Platinum, Pink, Lime, and Snow. So we've got 16 to choose from. We always leave that to the capable hands of Kevin Dart, whatever he can grab his hands on.
Yeah,
We're more
we'll
than
sort
happy
of
with
subby
that.
that work out.
Correct. As you can see down here, guys, as well, just a little bit of a hint for those playing at home. Bets for the year. So that was that started with Chief Lamar's stuff, starting holes, everything we've had going on. So feel
We
free.
have looked at some previous bets of the year there.
Ooh, what have we got? Ian Suarez, Tim Wilson. Money goes to team who finishes above the other.
Very famous bet, that one.
I don't know if that was gone.
I will absolutely.
Ooh, did that bet ever get paid out?
I can't remember. I don't know
Or
who won
Morris
that.
and Josh Goodell? I think there'll be some big bets paid out this year, and also we've got a certain someone who made a huge call last year that they would be getting a tattoo
Yes.
the president's head. Now,
Chief Lamana.
said person has about 2 months to fulfill this duty, and I'm hearing he will be getting a tattoo.
Yes.
It might not officially have Suarez's head on his
No,
ass.
we've come to agreement for the sake of his marriage and his kids and his future that he'll be getting a very similar tat to what Donnie Morrison has. I think that's pretty sensible on everyone's behalf, and I think he was happy to have no tattoo, but we've come to agreement that if it's going to be a tattoo, it'll be like Daniel's.
I think it's great to have 2 tattoos, and I reckon we might be seeing a third one after this year.
I will go as far as saying, and I'm happy for you guys to say yes or no, that if I win the tournament this year, you all have to get a CYFS tattoo, and it says 23 year of Don.
No way.
No way.
You're all little bitches.
Can we discuss briefly? I mean, the people that listen to this podcast will understand that the absence of M. Hanley is
wow.
is
Yeah, we
is
haven't
big.
talked about that.
Wow.
It's big.
It's huge.
Now,
It's opened the field up.
Like, let's address the elephant in the room. His team last year, by and large, were, other than him, were below average. Would you say below average?
Well, if you speak to Lamana sounds like he was the hero last year.
I think on paper they were below average, but I think they stepped up on the day.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll give you a staggering statistic. Mick Hanley has a 75% win rate.
And surprisingly enough, the only year he didn't win, he only came second last by a shot, I believe, or countback even. It was very close.
Yeah.
So it's sort of it's that classic Suarez ducks and drakes, isn't it? It's either rocks or diamonds with M. Hanley.
Yeah.
I heard he legally changed his name to David Blizzard.
Imagine
I
that.
heard he was coming as Sam Boyle.
Very good.
Yeah. Also, people, if you haven't paid up, try and pay up as soon as you can.
Yeah, very true.
Look, I know from my perspective,
Shout out to all the deadbeats out there.
Look, just quickly on Hanley. Look, from my perspective, to be the best, you want to beat the best. I don't know what it feels like to beat the best, but I'm told it's a good feeling. So it's a shame I won't be competing against Hanley this year.
Huge shame.
Yeah,
I agree. Jock, any final words?
No, from my perspective, it's looking fantastic. I think this will be the closest tournament in history. I think absolutely any team will be able to win it. And we're here Wednesday night, 48 hours until the draw, which is just one of the greatest times of the year, really. Good time to be alive.
Absolutely. Here.
Joe, you going to say something?
Governor?
Can I just get a quick one-word answer from everyone? What percentage of the Invitational is won on draw night? As in, like, does that question make sense?
Yeah.
So, Choc, one-word answer.
I'll say 45%.
Wow. Donnie?
50.
Suarez?
50.
Wow. Okay.
You know whether you win or lose it by the draw. Easily.
Yeah.
Do we all agree that Friday 9 o'clock you'll either be thinking, how do I win this thing, or how do I not come last in this thing?
I
Yeah.
think by
But
Friday,
also,
on Friday
like
night, if your phone hasn't blown up, you've got a good team.
like I was saying before, particularly between A, B, and C grade, they're so even and strong. I don't think there's going to be a team that is laughed at and seen as a dead last team.
I think
there's
there will
always-
be one team. I
Top,
think there
there's
will be
always
one
one.
team.
There's
There will
always
be one team. I think we know what that team will be, but there will be one team that will be laughed at.
Name
Is
it,
it
name
an
it, Swallow.
A1 team or an A2 team, Swallow?
I think it's going to be an A2 team.
Who's captaining that team?
I'm not going to name names.
what does his name rhyme with?
You're not going to get me.
Is said individual live in the same suburb as you?
No comment.
Has said individual been sleeping much the past week?
No comment.
Very good. Very good.
Look,
Anything else
very
from you,
disappointed
Josh?
from my perspective. Very disappointed to not be present. Flight to look into, but my beautiful wife has booked a weekend away.
Yeah, first time ever that yourself and Sammy won't be at the draw.
Yep, it's been tough. It's been very tough. You know what? It's invitational time because Sam starts. I'm fucking sick of this fucking invitational.
That's how it just began.
I'm fucking sick of hearing about this fucking invitational.
Just complain about it last month. Why was she complaining about last month's?
Oh, look, it's super exciting. Thanks to the committee. I've done absolutely nothing in this. So if you want to direct any thanks to anyone,
Keep
take
that
it to
recruitment drive going in Queensland. You're doing
take
a
it
great
to
job.
the Sydney
Your numbers
chapter.
are great. KPIs are unreal.
Well done to all. I'm really looking forward to Friday. As always, everyone has to remain very. What I will say is I've been texting different members of the community during the last couple of weeks, and what I find so interesting is how political everyone gets so close to the draw, because you don't want to.
Everyone's very careful.
You don't want to shit can anyone in case it comes back to you, and you all know very well that
It will.
I will use it against you in the court of law. So certain individuals who are or are not in this chat have told me privately that they do or don't want certain A graders who should but are not on this chat.
Ooh.
And those people have backtracked off those comments recently.
Oh,
Wow, interesting.
So
no idea about that.
Interesting. Yeah, I concur.
Always treated our conversations as doctor patient conversations, Josh. So if you release info, I'll release your info.
oh god.
Very
No,
good, Schwa.
with the time difference, it's only about 3:30 in the afternoon here in Queensland, so it's pretty good.
I can see
The
the sun.
beach looks unreal, man.
Gosh.
Yes. No, it's been good. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave it at that, I think.
I have nothing more to add than that. I will, as always, give the president the final word. Go for it, Prez.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. May you check your stats before I check them.
See you guys.
Thank you.
See you
Goodbye.
later, boys.